Hi, we just finished meeting for intonation practice on Wednesday, March 16th. I know, I didn't have to look at the date because we practiced Happy St. Patrick's Day for tomorrow. So, the first one, she turned herself in to local police. Turned her will connect, and you can get rid of the H in her. So it's turned her. Turned herself in, and then instead of to, the T will change to a D and duh. Turned herself into. Turned herself into local police. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And for Saint, you don't have to say the T. Saint. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I see signs of spring. Signs of. This is really a Z and it will connect to the O. I see signs of spring. She's a prudent. You can say dent. Prudent. Or you can say prudent. Once you put your tongue up for the D, prudent. She's a prudent investor, or she's a prudent investor. This one is a good example of contrasts. You have the contrast of paragliding and hot air ballooning, and banned and allowed. So those four things will be emphasized. Paragliding is banned, but hot air ballooning is allowed. Paragliding is banned, but hot air ballooning is allowed. And paragliding sounds like pear. This is good. What are you up to this weekend? Would be what it looks like. But what are you? You can say whatcha or what'ya or whatter if you want to do it that way. So whatcha? What up to this weekend? What you up to this weekend? What are you up to this weekend? Either way. Could you help me unload the car? The could you, the D and the Y make a J, and the U can change to so could ya. And the vowel is could. So I had to use the IPA symbol because there's no other way to represent the sound. Could ya? Could you help me unload the car? Could you help me unload the car? It's a yes no question, so it'll go up. Could you help me unload the car? There are. This connection, there, curl your tongue back and hold it in the R position as you say R. There are. And that way the R will connect. And 22, you don't have to say the T in 20. Just skip it. 20. 22 pupils. This is a situation where the PU has a Y in between. Pew. Pupils. I bet the kindergarten class is pew. Pupils in. The S is a Z and it will connect. You can say kindergarten or kindergarten with a N syllable. There are 22 pupils in the kindergarten class. Please don't lose sight of how admirable it is. Please don't lose sight, even though this is a Z in lose, because the S coming after it is not voiced, the Z will lose its voicing. So you don't have to be careful and say lose sight, lose sight. It will make sense in the sentence. Don't lose sight of how admirable. Make your lips not stop between the W and the A. How admirable it is. Please don't lose sight of how admirable it is. I'm sorry we can't take you with us, but I promise I'll make it up to you somehow. I'm sorry we can't take you with us. I changed the T to a D so you could see the D. But I promise I'll. You don't have to make a good I'll. You can say all. Promise I'll. Promise I'll make it up. And I forgot to say that can't will sound like can. You won't say the T. I'm sorry we can't take you with us, but I promise I'll make it up to you somehow. Wishing you your lips get rounded and then back, and it'll make an invisible W. Wishing you a speedy recovery. As I listen, that will connect. As I listen, this T will change to D and be duh. Listen, duh. As I listen to the professor's convoluted speech. as I listened to the professor's convoluted speech. Me neither, me either, or me neither, me either. And we didn't finish all these, so that's where we stop. I'll go back and do these without talking. She turned herself in to the local police. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I see signs of spring. She's a prudent investor. Paragliding is banned, but paragliding is banned, but hot air ballooning is allowed. What have what have you been up to? I can't say what you here because the have is there. What have you been up to? What you up to this weekend? What are you up to this weekend? Could you help me unload the car? There are 22 pupils in the kindergarten class. Please don't lose sight of how admirable it is. I'm sorry we can't take you with us, but I promise I'll make it up to you somehow. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I hope to see you again, maybe next Monday or Tuesday for pronunciation practice, or next Wednesday for intonation practice. Have a good week.